Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. My name is Cheryl and I run a small handmade business out of my she shed. So on this week's vlog, I really don't know what we're going to get into. Today is Monday. Tomorrow is a postal holiday and I did get an order today. I sold this wristlet. So I can't get this out in the mail until Wednesday. So I won't be packing it up until tomorrow night. I'm working on an Amazon FBA box to send in of these. And I think I'm down to needing two or three more. And I'm also working on, if you watched last week's vlog, I made this little coin purse, a little zipper wallet coin purse, and I'm going to try to make some more. And this one I'm keeping because if you look really close, I was kind of quilting it and I forgot a whole section. I did something else wrong too, and I can't remember what it. Oh, I forgot to open the zipper so I could turn it inside out. It was a whole thing. You'll have to watch last week's video to get this. Also, for this little zipper wallet, the coin size, let me see how wide. I think it's 3 inches wide. Oh, I'm mistaken. It's 5 inches wide by 3.5. 5 inches wide, 3.5. And these are like 6 by 9, I think. 8.5, 9. These are good to put on a keychain. Anyways, if you watched last week's video, I kind of do a little, not a tutorial, but just me making it. Also, last night was Sunday, and that's my day I sit down and make my list out for the week. On my list was to put the handrail back on my steps in the house, and I went to do that, and I need to get some, what do you call those, drywall anchors, because the screw is just going in and not hitting anything, and that screw was about that long. So I got to do that. I started working on another little coin purse, the dancing bears, and I want to get a couple of those done, plus I need to get some more of these done. I had cut out, I have a whole box of these bigger wristlets cut out. This is the third counter for my knitting machine, and it's the third one that's broke. So I've got to find a whole new different brand, or I have to do something, because this one doesn't work at all. I mean, it does work, but every like 10 rows, then it'll count 1. I also got a new rug today to put in front of my chair. The wind has been blowing really hard, and it's like 34 degrees out right now. And I don't have any skirting around my shed, which I've been asking my husband for quite some time now. So for this week, we have a very busy week like usual, and I will take you along for my week. So stay tuned. Happy Tuesday night, everyone. I have some good news to report. If you all have watched any of my videos, can you guess what's missing from my cutting board? My serger. My mom needed to borrow it. So she came over and got it. And first of all, her sewing machine went bad. So she came over and took one of my extra sewing machines. And then she tried using her serger and it quit working. So she sent me a text and she goes, if I pay you rent, can I borrow your serger? And I said, no, if you can thread the darn thing, that's rent enough. So she texted me not too long ago and she said, good news, your serger works awesome. I'm so excited because now when I get it back, it'll be threaded until I run out of thread. And I don't care what color she leaves in it. That's what color I will use for my projects. I've been working on my list this week and I've got these done. I've got 4. I've got to put buttons on and then I can package them up. I forgot my boxes in the house. I had extra boxes to package this up for an Etsy buyer. And then I'm going to finish this one. And I might start a zipper wristlet wallet tonight too, because that's on my list. And I can't make any pumpkins because the counter, I think I discussed this just last night, the counter on my knitting machine has gone out again. And this will be the 3rd one that I've had for it. So I'm not quite sure if I need to switch brands of knitting machines or I don't know what to do about this because I thought I had ordered a whole new counter. Oh, that was a really close up. Sorry. A whole new counter for it because it was a different company, but come to find out, yeah, it's a different company that was selling the exact same ones. So I guess I'll see if I can find a different brand. I don't know. I was so excited to have a really nice counter, and then they send you 2 batteries, and they both died on me. I guess I could try batteries, but I don't know. I'm just kind of pissy about it, I guess. So let's get started. I'm going to go in the house and get my box to get this mailed out. Well, I was in the house looking for a box, which I ended up just getting one of these. I forgot I had these. I found a whole thing of tissue paper that I forgot I had. And the only reason I found it is because, you know how I mentioned on my list is to put our handrail back up. Well, I bought some of those, what do you call them, drywall anchors today. And I thought, oh, while I'm in the house, I'm going to go ahead and put these drywall anchors in with this fancy new drill that I got. And everything was going smoothly until the drill bit fell out. And now I can't find it. Oh. Because my light went out that goes down the steps. So now I have to, and of course I can't find a flashlight anywhere. No flashlight is to be found. So I'm going to have to take my phone in because it has a flashlight. Okay, I'm not going to seal this all the way just because I want to, where's my tape? Get the measurements on it. Okay, I'm going to make a mess. And I did. Because I want to get the measurements on this package and weigh it. So I'm just going to do that. And I knocked both my rulers off the table over there. They went down that crack and they're back in there somewhere. So, you know, it's just been one of those days. 10 by 6.5. Don't forget that. 10 by 6.5. Oh, I got a new scale and I put it somewhere. I got this new scale because the last one that I had finally bit the dust. And this does take batteries. I just have been too lazy to look for the batteries. Anyways, this one seems to work pretty good. It was pretty cheap. That's why I bought it. I don't use it very much. 3 ounces. Okay. Now to go get my shipping labels, and we'll be back. You guys, I just talked and talked and talked, and I forgot to hit record. Okay, anyways, I made a huge mistake. The buyer had messaged me and asked me if I could please change the address. Not her name, just the address, which I'm okay with doing that. It's going to the same town. She just got a new address and forgot to change it. And what did I do? I printed a label out and then realized I forgot to change it. So I simply just went into Etsy and canceled my shipping label, and I'm getting a new one with the correct address. Hopefully. I think yes, I am recording. Oh my gosh, it's been one of those days. Okay, there we go. Now I've got it. And guess what I did again? When I went in to change the address, sorry, my mic is getting covered. I forgot to save it, and it didn't save it, so I printed another one for her old address. Maybe I should just crochet tonight, maybe. Oh, okay. Let's see what we can do next. So, when I was getting ready to, when I was putting in the weight and the measurement for this and everything, and you have to select the date it's going to be shipped, I didn't change it. So now it says ship today. There's no possible way, considering it's what, 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. I think I don't have concentration or something today. Maybe I really shouldn't. So I think I should no, not tonight. Okay, third time's a charm, right? I'll probably get dinged for late shipment now, but this package is ready to go to Tennessee. And if you watch my videos, thank you. I didn't take my advice, and I went ahead and finished the little zipper wallet. Hang on just a minute. This is how it turned out. I don't know what I did here, so I'm not real pleased with it. And then I thought, well, surely things can't get any worse. So I made one of these. And hopefully it'll focus. And can you see that? Terrible. Absolutely horrendous. So, you know what? This one is mine. My new wallet. I'm done for today. I think I might just crochet. So I should say that if your mind tells you you're making mistakes and your mind says you need to back off and quit for the day and come back fresh, maybe the next day, you should listen to it. But I overrode my mind and didn't. And 2 flops. No biggie. I've wanted one for myself anyways, so good excuse. And this one I will give to a friend and tell her not to tell anyone where she got it. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good evening, everybody. Today is Wednesday, and I've had a really late start today. I had my second job I had to work, and then by the time I got some house stuff done, it was getting late, and I've just really kind of been lazy tonight, but I've got to kick it in gear. I have an Amazon box I'm getting ready. I'm only shipping 14. I wanted to do 18, but I'm running down to the wire, so 14 is good enough. I also have an Etsy order I got early this morning, so I got to get that ready. My packages are sticking together. And I've been working on my list this week. I'm not doing too bad, I must say. So I'm going to turn this off while I tape it up because that's a highly annoying sound. So I don't know if anybody's watched this before, but I do have a video of Amazon handmade, FBA, which is fulfilled by Amazon, versus FBM, which is fulfilled by merchant. And I think it's been about a year since I did the video, and I feel like I need to do another one because there have been so many changes, and I can't keep up with the changes. I've always done really well. Like I did get a question on, okay, so the myth is on Etsy that the more listings you have up, the better off you will do. And I was watching a lady last night on YouTube who's pretty well known for knowing Etsy very well, and she said that that's not true. I think it all just depends on how people find you. If you have a good title, good keywords, blah, blah, all that good stuff. Anyways, the thing with Amazon, I've got 4 listings up that are FBA and two or three that are FBM. And that's how it's been for over a year. And up until they started making all these changes to where you're now, I don't know if they don't have the handmade category and we're just thrown in with the general public. I've got to do a lot of reading because there's so much information that we get all the time. And I don't understand half of it, and I don't understand how other people understand it. So I've got to do some more research on that and possibly get up a new video because, I mean, her question was, how many do I need to list, and like quantity of one item, or do I need 100 listings, so on and so forth. And I've always done really well up until August, I think, and that's when they started messing around with the categories and things started shifting to where I wasn't getting very many orders. So I don't know, things are just getting complicated on Amazon handmade. I still do like it, and I guess I'm one of the lucky ones that I don't really run into a lot of problems besides customers sometimes want free stuff and Amazon basically gives it to them. But anyways, yeah, I pretty well rambled on that one, didn't I? But my Etsy is really picked up, which is shocking, and I will absolutely take it. I'm thrilled that it has picked up because I love selling on Etsy way more than I like selling on Amazon. It's just that Amazon pays my bills and Etsy hasn't. So anyways, I'm going to get this packaged up. I guess I didn't even show you what I was packaging up, but it's a crochet crossbody purse, and this one is going to Texas. Awesome. So if you're watching and you ordered from Texas, it'll be in the mail tomorrow. And I do thank you very much. I appreciate every order I get. Also, I'm taking off work Friday. Even though I'm a part-time worker, I still do get vacation days. It's a thing that's worked out between me and my boss. And I have enough vacation days to take the rest of the year off every Friday. And every Friday till the end of March. I'm actually thinking about doing it. But yeah. So Friday I'm taking off work. Hopefully I can get a lot accomplished. And I might sleep in if Jerry lets me. And sometimes he just doesn't like to let me, because that messes with his schedule. And the reason I know I asked in a video before if anybody had a label printer for their mailings. And this is why, because I end up having to do a lot of cutting. Because I guess I really wouldn't have to, but I just can't stand how bulky it looks on the package. Whenever you stick it on there, like it takes up the whole entire package. I don't know. I'm just weird like that. Okay, I'm going to pause it here and get this ready to go in the morning. Okay, I got that done. My hair is looking weird. And right now I'm going to have to plug my phone in so I can get the video done that goes up tomorrow. This video will be next week's. I can't do this again. I get myself so confused. But on my list that I want to get done, I've got a stack of purses that need buttons on them. Well, I've only got 6. I've whittled it down. It was a bigger stack. And that's what I'm going to do next. This video does take quite some time because I've got to get it off my phone, and then I've got to I don't do a whole lot of editing. If you watch any of my videos, you know they're pretty raw. I'm not a very fancy person. And so I do oh gosh, I about fell out of my chair. I do like a little bit of editing. If there's like a long silence, like I have this little thing. It's what starts and stops the video. And sometimes it doesn't like to be friendly and it won't stop or start. That's why sometimes when it does finally start, I've got this dumb look on my face. Anyways, so sometimes at the very end, there might be like a 30-second me going, what is going on? So I do kind of edit that out. Or if my husband would happen to pop his head in and start barking at me, talking, he's a very loud talker because he doesn't hear very well. I do edit that out too. But I'm getting stuff done on my list. I had 6 items and I'm down to basically 3. So not too bad. And tomorrow will be, tomorrow I'll have a longer day. My mom told me she had a doctor's appointment, but it's not this week, it's next week. So now I've got tomorrow, and then Friday I'm off work. Yay me. And I get to stay in my shed and do what I love. So I will probably not film anymore tonight, and I will catch y'all tomorrow. Good evening. Today is Thursday night. I've been kind of lazy today. I did get an order on Etsy for one of these. So I have to put the button on it and then get it packaged up. I got all the buttons. I think I might have showed you last night. All these buttons put on. These are for Amazon, FBA, and these. I was working on a little zipper wristlet purse, and I seem to have lost it. I don't know what I did with it. It's poof, it's gone. So I was going to finish that out tonight, but I don't know where it went to. But I'll eventually find it. I did. When you see this video, I'm always like a week behind, and I try to post videos on Thursdays. And last night I was trying to get the video done for today's Thursday, and it took me 4 hours. Not a pro tip, little tip. If you're doing YouTube, what I had been doing in the past was when I record a segment, say like whatever I record tonight, 8 o'clock is my cutoff time for working. And I don't really consider this working. I consider sewing and crochet, and I don't even consider that working. Anyways, at 8 o'clock, I would plug my phone into my computer, download whatever I videoed, and then I use Canva to edit my videos, and then I would do that. Well, last week, I don't know why I didn't do it, but I didn't. So I had to load all those videos, which took time. And then I got the video all the way done, getting ready to load it to YouTube, and whatever button I hit erased the whole thing. So I was almost ready to say, forget it. I just won't put one up Thursday. And then I'm like, no, you can do this. So I was up till about midnight, because once I get it on YouTube, then I go in and usually you can tweak a couple of things. I wanted to add some music in that video where I was thrift shopping, but by the time midnight hit, I lost that loving feeling for doing that video. So I need to get back in the groove of doing what I used to do, because it made life so much easier. Anyways, let's move on to some fun stuff. Okay, I had made a large purse out of this, and this is pleather, and I used this part of this for a middle part, and then on the sides I used this cow fabric, which this is what is this stuff? You know, when you go to Hobby Lobby, this is like a pleather too, but with a soft backing, like a velvet maybe. I don't know. It's really thick, and it's not something you can iron. And I remember I had a hard time with the handles, and I wanted to make this a crossbody, but I don't want to use my inside fabric as the... Okay, I went and got my purse. This is the purse I want to make it like. This sucker is full. This is the little wallet I keep talking about. It's supposed to be one of those ones where no one can scan your cards. And I've got this big bag of hand cream in it. My keys, business cards. I need to empty it out so I can measure it properly. Lipstick that I don't wear ever. Ink pens. This is why I can't find any ink pens. They're all in my purse. Chapstick. The only thing I don't like about this purse, 2 chapsticks. The inside, it has I don't know if I can show it very well, but there's a pocket here, and then on the back side there's a pocket here, and then there's two pockets at the top. You can't really, okay, there we go. 2 pockets right here and here, and then one over the top of them. And they're just skinny enough to where you, well, in these top 2, I can't get my hand in there, so I'm constantly losing stuff. And there is a pocket on the back, which is all full of change. So, okay, I need to find a spot for all my change. So here it is. And this one, like, I was going to make the crossbody, you know, where adjustable one, and this one's not. So on me to be a shoulder bag, it's pretty low, but for crossbody, it's perfect. But when you're selling this type, people don't understand how to measure, and on somebody taller with a longer torso, this may hit them right here, or somebody bigger, it might hit them way up here. Somebody shorter and really skinny, it could hit them, it could just drag the ground. So I don't know that I will just put a handle on like this. I'm debating on whether I want to make this for myself or not. I guess it depends on how it turns out. But I don't know if I'm going to do the adjustable, because I'm afraid this thicker stuff right here will eventually get tangled up in it. And since it's got white in it, if you ever got your purse wet, I would be so scared that hardware, it's not supposed to, but I'd be scared that hardware would eventually rust and leave a mark. So maybe that will make it easier to do the handles. They just made these little skinny ones. Can you see that? And this is upholstery fabric. So it's pretty cool. So I'm going to measure this purse, because this is the size I want. And it's just a magnetic, and then they put a cool little brooch on it, which I wish I could find something really cool. Well, you know, I'm going to Hobby Lobby next week, so maybe I can find a cool little brooch to put on it. Usually those are on sale for a really good price, so I might try that too. Anyways, I'm going to take measurements, and we'll be back in a little bit. I can find my clicker. I just had it in my hand. Okay. I forgot to show you the 3 fabrics that I found. I don't really care for this one. This one just looks kind of dingy. This one is just, I don't know, blah. And this one, I think I kind of like. The color that's showing up here is a little different. This is more of a peach color than the orange that it's showing. And I think I'm going to go with this color, because I don't have anything else really that doesn't have some kind of weird design on it. And I have nothing brown. So this purse is going to be mine. This will be, what do you call them? Prototype. So the nearest measurements I can come up with are 10 by 10. So I'm going to try that. Like I said, the nearest measurement I can come up with is 10 by 10. I forgot to measure the handle. I'll do that in a little bit. And I'm going to go with this. This is a fat quarter, and it's just enough. And I'm going to put these back so I don't just leave them lay there to junk up everything. I am going to Hobby Lobby next week. See, this week is yarns on sale. Next week, fabric will be on sale. Perfect. So that'll work out. And maybe they're brooches. But maybe I can take you guys along and we can look at brooches together or something really cool to put on here. Anyways, I don't know if I'm going to start this tonight. I might wait till tomorrow because I'm not working tomorrow. I took every Friday off for the rest of the year because that's how much time I have saved up. And yeah, I'm just really tired of my day job. I said that in front of my mother-in-law one time, and she told me I should be lucky I even have a job, which I am very lucky that I have a job. Don't get me wrong. It's just, it's not what I want to do anymore. I've been doing bookwork since I was in my 20s. So 40 years of bookwork. And I tell you what, crunching numbers and looking at that computer all day long really does a toll on your eyes. And I think that's why I come home so tired. It's not physical tiredness, it's mentally tired. So I'm going to get this button on, get this packaged up so I can walk it to the mailbox tomorrow morning and pray that my mailman stops there tomorrow. He's also our work mailman, so I might send a message to my coworker and tell him to put a note on our mail basket to don't forget to stop and get my package. But anyways, I think I might be back in a little bit, and so we can package this up. And I may start on a coin purse because I'd really like to make one right for a change. I just don't know what fabric I want to use. I do have some leopard fabric. I know, I get so off topic. Look, it's just the perfect size. Almost the perfect size. You know what? I think I might do that because oops. I have some. This could go on the inside. Who doesn't like leopard? But yeah, maybe I'll do that. I think I might do that. So I'll be back in a bit. Okay, I'm just going to get this packaged up. And I do have a pro tip for you. Pro tip for any crafter or non-crafter who wants to get stuff done. If you are a TV watcher, put it on a sitcom and start it from the beginning for the 1000th time, and then you won't get sidetracked. That has been my problem lately. I've been watching new shows or current shows, and I get so involved in them that I don't want to get out of my chair to come sew because my sewing area is at one end and my TV area is at the other. Now, back in the day when I had my little bitty craft area, I used to watch everything on my computer that I would set on my sewing machine, and that seemed to work, except I still had to repeat watch stuff all the time because I was finding that I would stop sewing because I couldn't hear the TV. So there's my pro tip for the night. Okay, I'm going to get started on this. I just need to cut out some fusible fleece. And I can whip this up, and when I get it done, I'll come back and show you guys the results. Okay, I got it done. I made this little tab a little shorter, which I think I like better. No problems with the zipper. You know what I did do? Instead of cutting the zipper off even with the fabric, I left a little overhang, probably about this much. And it seems maybe to lay a little better. I don't know. But it doesn't look as bad. It did shift on me at one point, but This is probably the best one I've done so far. And I was going to, oh my God, there's a huge spider. Do you see that? Ah! Okay, where was I? I hate spiders. Anyways, this one turned out good. I'm quite pleased with it. I think tomorrow my goal for this week was to get 2 of these done and 2 of those done. And I've got tomorrow yet to do that. I've already got my 2 done for this, even though they weren't very good. But I think tomorrow I'll take some pictures of this, and I don't know if I'll put them on Etsy or not. I might try it and see how it works out. But I'm going to say goodnight for tonight, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Good Saturday morning. I didn't get to film yesterday, Friday. I did take off work, and I did get quite a bit done, and I'll show you in just a minute. But I thought today was going to be just this beautiful day of getting things done, and I dropped my crochet hook somewhere in this chair. There should be 2 of them in here somewhere, if I can just find them. And I found a cracker. Jerry, you want a cracker? I'm not finding it. Last time I found it. Oh, I can hear it. Oop, there we go. Score. And I found one of my markers. So that's how my Saturday is going. But I will show you what I did accomplish yesterday. Okay, please ignore my hair. I haven't been out of bed very long. So yesterday I did get quite a bit done. Let me turn the camera around. I got this zipper wallet done. It turned out beautiful. I love this bronze hardware. It goes really well with it. I also got my zippered wristlet wallet that I made a mistake on done. I got the wristlet part done for me, and I took it out last night with me and my friends, and I used, if you remember, the Christmas one that I forgot to do all the quilting on it. I saved it for myself, and I used it last night. I hooked it onto my keychain fob, and it worked awesome. Plenty of room for all my credit cards and cash, so I really like that. This morning I took pictures. I got to turn, hang on a minute. This is my little studio. This is my light I use for now until, I should probably show it, that until I can afford one of those round ring light thingies. But this is my setup. I took pictures of these and of the jar openers. And then I have some, I'm trying not to move these too fast so it doesn't make you sick. I have some of these purses, these right here, that I took pictures of. I do have quite a few more colors I want to add to it. But the good thing about Etsy is when you can add more colors without having to start a whole new listing. So I've got 4 done. Figured I might as well get them on there. So I'm going to go have some lunch and then probably start working on getting those listed on Etsy, which usually takes me a while because coming up with the title and a description takes me longer than normal. So we'll be back in a little bit. Okay, so far today, I think I mentioned it's Saturday. I got pictures taken of my new crossbody bags. They're back here. I got those listed on Etsy, And I also got the little pouches that I was trying to decide if I wanted to list them as soap pouches or just like dice or crystal. And I've gone with dice and crystal pouches just to see if that would sell better. I got those listed. I've got the jar gripper openers to list yet, but I was talking to my husband because he's doing farming, whatever, and I went and came back and sat down in my chair, and I got stung by a wasp. So um, this week, yeah, has just been really one of those weeks, but I think I'm gonna call this video. This is it. This is the end of this video. Next week will be a better week and we'll get a lot accomplished. But I do want to thank everybody for sticking to the end. Or at least I hope you stuck to the end. Thank you to everyone who leaves me comments, likes, and I really want to thank my subscribers, especially the ones who give me advice when I ask questions throughout the video. I really do appreciate you. So until next week, my friends, see ya.